Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 7 of the AAWL. Last week in week 6, we saw Thumbless complete the reverse sweep against Team Sleep, and this week we will have just as amazing as a matchup. We're going to have Team Wintergreens consisting of Perched FPS and Air Expert going up against FBGM in Speedy Red Raider and OVO Bandit. So listen to that. Speedy Red Raider makes his return to the AAWL this week, and he's coming off a bit of a hiatus from the game. We saw him start off with that 09 map count, and we really saw him not playing as well as we know that he could. So after he takes that break and he comes back to the game, could we see him play at that potential that we know he has? Playing with him over this weekend and some GBs and stuff, he has been playing pretty well, and he has been saying that he's having fun with the game again. He's beginning to enjoy playing Infinite Warfare. So if that is the case, then this could be a this could be a statement series for him to show that he is the player that we say that he is, and that all those last 3 weeks were just flukes, and he was just under a lot of pressure and stress from school. And here in the summer now, for all players, we can just kind of relax and play Call of Duty, and that could be a key thing for Speedy Red Raider if he's able to play at the potential we know that he has. And because of Speedy Red Raider, he's going to be matched up against Air Expert in this week's key player matchup. Looking at the numbers right there, Speedy Red Raider's coming in with a .71 respawn and a .45 S&D, as well as that 09 map count, as I said. On the other side, though, you have a 1.0 respawn and a 1.44 S&D for Air Expert and the 8 and 5 map count. The thing is, though, we always talk about how Air Expert can be a little inconsistent, but let's focus on Speedy Red Raider right now. We haven't really seen him truly play. He's always been in an awkward situation. He wasn't at his home setup, or he was in a lot of stress from homework, or he had a lot of work to get done, so we really haven't gotten to see him just play relaxed and enjoying the game. And this will be the first week we see that, so I could very well see him jump out and be the star of this series, because he knows that he kind of needs to prove himself, and he wants to. Like, he wants to come out and play the AAWL this week. He wants to play Call of Duty. So with that mindset for him, I think that could definitely propel him into having a great week. On the other side for Air Expert, though, looking a little bit at the maps for today. So you're going to have Breakout Hardpoint, Crusher S&D, Throwback Uplink, Scorch Hardpoint, and Retaliation S&D. So as we know, Air Expert really hates the Breakout Hardpoint and the Retaliation S&D because it doesn't really play well to his submachine gun up-in-your-face playstyle. However, those middle 3 maps do. The Crusher S&D, the Throwback Uplink, and the Scorch Hardpoint are really maps that if he pulls out an ERAD or an RPR Evo, he can definitely be at the top of the leaderboard, because in those you're going to be running and gunning and getting very up close with the opponents. So I think that while he is kind of worried about the first and last map, which arguably can be the most important maps, those middle 3 will play very well towards him, and they can either take all 3 of those or take 1 or 2 of them and feel comfortable going into that last map, because he is teamed with Perched FPS, who, as we know, is one of the best slayers in the AAWL so far. On the other side, you've got the teammate for Speedy Red Raider and OVO Bandit. So Speedy Red Raider and OVO Bandit haven't teamed yet, and every time we've seen someone team with OVO Bandit, they've always had a very good series. He's only lost a total of 3 maps, I believe, in all 6 weeks so far of the AAWL. So we really see a good player in OVO Bandit who can lead his team and lead his teammate and be a good teammate that can play spawns, play rotation, make good call-outs, and be one of the better players in the league as he is. That being said, though, I do still think that I'm going to go with FBGM to take this series, because as I said, Speedy Red Raider is feeling comfortable coming into the series. He's wanting to play, he's excited, and he's having fun with the game again. And I know that from seeing him play this past week or so, if he is having fun with the game, then he is going to have a good game. So I am expecting a good series out of him, and I am expecting about, I believe, a 3-1 win for the side of FBGM. Now, it does look like they're loaded into that Breakout Hardpoint right now, so let's get you right into it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, map 1, Breakout Hardpoint, starting off with Air Expert here. And as we see, he's got that ERAD in his hand, so I am interested to see how that's going to play out on such a long-range map as Breakout. So really going to be a good matchup so far as we get into this first map, and it is Air Expert getting into the hill first. And a pleasure with us today is Dab Pressure tuning in and casting with me tonight.
Yeah, early on we can already see Perched FPS getting it going from loading, and he's doing his best to slay out. That's what he's primarily going to do for this team, is slay out, while you can see Air Expert try and get the hill time. believe that was Speedy Red Raider with 2-piece.
It is. He picks up the 2, and he gets his team some time as they lose the first 20 seconds, but they're going to be able to catch up and
He's already rotating too.
Probably take a lead going into this next hill. And as I said, maybe this ERAD is going to come into play, especially on this back commissary or this back cell block hill where they really have to worry about watching that long wall run. Although he is able to get one right there.
So basically, the rotation early on from Speedy Red Raider was cut down right away. A perfect break.
It was. And Speedy Red Raider, obviously, this is only the first hill, but not a lot of kills coming in so far. Only 2 on the side of FBGM, and they both go to Speedy Red Raiders. He attempts to break into this hill. He's going this lower wall run. Persh gets 1.
First FPS doing what he does best, slaying out. So I can guarantee what he's telling Air Expert right now. Stay in the hill. I'm going to go around and go get that kill. That's exactly what he does, is he gets a 2-piece and he earns a Scarab.
And this is coming from a previous teammate, so it is good to have that insight as to what is going on in the game, who has that knowledge of what their teammates are saying throughout the game, because they are going to hit around about this 68-point mark going into this graveyard hill. Like Pressure pointed out, it is Perched with that Scarab. He's already a quarter of the way to camo. Gets cut down right there by Red Raider.
Cut down.
Ooh!
Air Expert, it's a huge 2-piece. They're going to get a lot of time here on this.
They are
hill.
indeed.
I know exactly where they're spawning.
Yeah, his teammate with him should be able to get 1. Oh. May have given away his position. Oh!
He gets caught mantling.
Good shots from Speedy Red Raider, and 0-3 start from Bandit right now. So he's looking to get his first kill. There it is.
A lot better start to the AAWL this week by Speedy Red Raider from what we've seen in previous weeks for sure.
Absolutely. As I was saying in the pre-match, this may be one of the games after taking that break. This could be very well where we see him kind of flourish and really take advantage of that ability that he has, because he doesn't have to worry about the stresses of school or anything anymore.
I do want to point this out though. OVO Bandit, after starting off 0-3, is now on a 3 streak. He's getting close to that Trinity.
He does
2 kills away.
He does get those first points for locking down the hill, so that is going to put him closer. Red Raider picks up 1. So now Bandit may be able to get 1 mid if he comes towards him.
I don't like this play though.
Ooh!
Out of FBGM. I think they could have gotten a lot more hill time.
They definitely
wasted about 10 seconds.
Absolutely. They are able to lock down what time is left, but you are right in pointing out that they did lose a lot of time waiting for that flank to come in, which was a good play on Wintergreen to just play it slow and let them waste that time instead of just rushing in there, even though they didn't get that time.
OVO Bandit is 1 kill away from getting his Trinity rocket, and that can be definitely a change in the map. This one, especially on that cave hill.
So there it is. He gets the Trinity. He's now just a kill from the bombardment. And as they are the first team to break the 100 mark, and we end the first rotation, let's go with a listen-in on FBGM.
Hit Spiral.
He's one shot showers. Kill.
Alright, let me get this 100 real quick.
Here, you get out of the hill. Let me get in it.
I have no idea where they're gonna spawn, bro. Oh, he spawned showers, dude.
What? I was shooting right through him. Gage has God in that, bro. It works out perfectly for him every time.
Alright, we gotta play. You wanna play New Hill?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm about to just push through mid and try and get this.
I'm going for New Hill spawns.
He's top.
Oh, good.
I spawned
Gage
showers.
should spawn out.
I'm hitting the wall run.
So Bandit wasn't able to get the Warden right there. He does still have the Bombardment and the Trinity, and they get rotation on this new hill with just 1 person to contest it. So a good play from them in general is they now have about a 20-point lead going into the second cell block hill.
This game should honestly definitely be easily a 50-point lead for FBGM. There's been multiple times where I've seen them just outside of the hill with enemies nowhere near the hill, where they could easily be getting 10 seconds of scrap time here and there. And the slaying out is far like better. 19-13 right now.
That is true, and like you said, it seems like they're playing kind of scared, and I don't know why, because you have Speeder Raider really having so far one of his best performances at 12-9, and a very poor performance from Perst right now, 6-11. So I feel like if anything, that should really boost the confidence of FBGM, knowing they have that slaying lead. But if we do see Perst pull this NV4, then things could definitely change.
Pulled out the NV4. I was about to say, I mean, right before.
So it is FBGM getting first on this graveyard hill. They now have close to a 50-point lead, or 40-point lead, I'm sorry.
It's a good play, though, out of Perst. He's waiting for his teammate to get up here, and they're going to try and break this one together.
There goes one.
Kill.
And there's the second one. Good play right there. They're still going to be down by about 10 if they're able to hold the rest of this time. But, yes, as you're right. Oh, here comes the Trinity. And
this is the exact hill I said it was going to play a part in. I think this is a good play out of Air Expert to go ahead and lock down spawns over here.
They do only get one kill out of that Trinity, but it does prohibit Wintergreens from getting that extra 10-15 seconds that they spent trying to survive that Trinity. And it was a good play on OVL Bandit to just delay it and waste as much time as possible.
Yeah, slow again to this rotation, though, to commissary, my bad, out of Wintergreen, and it's really biting them because I think FBGM got a full 60 last time.
I do believe they did, and Perst is starting to pick it up a little bit. He's only on a 2 streak, but he is 10-12. Oh, get some bad timing right there. And he is able to get that.
Here's the bombardment.
Nothing comes out of it.
Get the kill?
Nothing comes out of it. So a good play from Wintergreens to stay alive and still get the time. And if Perst is able to keep this streak up, then this could not be a good thing for FBGM. Oh, he's not able to get that one, so a good break there.
Though, Air Expert has turned up a little bit as well.
That is true. So going into this third rotation of hills, let's go ahead and go in with a listen in on Wintergreens, as they're down by almost 20, but they are on rotation to get the first time on this hill.
Yeah, come over here with me.
One's bottom. Got him.
Behind me.
Get in hill. Alright.
Oh, he's weak. Oh, he's so weak.
So as we kind of heard in that communication right now, they had a little bit different mindset compared to FBGM, where Air Expert was saying, get in the hill, like we need to get this time, because they're up by about 20 right now, and this could still swing either way.
Oh yeah. Right now, I think obviously you have to favor Wintergreen with the 30-point lead, and Camo should be coming soon for Perst. Air Expert has his FTL. He should get this kill on mid, and they could lock it down right here.
They definitely could. This could be the end of it.
That's GG's.
There it is. That is going to be your map 1. 250 to 195 for the side of Wintergreens.
Middle hill.
Just
with the listening, they went huge. They just slayed out.
Almost a full 60 there. And as we saw, Perst started off pretty slow, but he picked it up, ends up 1 positive, and a great performance from him. Let's go on and throw it over to our analyst desk and see what they have to say about that one. Alrighty. So map 1 goes to the side of Wintergreens, and we talked about how Air Expert really isn't a fan of this map, but he goes 14-14. He's not that bad. He did end up pulling out the ERAD for a little bit though, and he made it work, which was very surprising because usually you see like a K-bar or especially an NV4 on that map because it is so long. But he was able to play well, him and Perst, and they ended up taking the map, which I really didn't expect them to do, to take this first map, honestly. And that could very well lead them into winning the second map, because we do go into a Crusher S&D where we've seen Air Expert drop 10 kills at least every time he's played it. So they're in a very comfortable position to take a good lead in this series right now. They're up 1-0 on FBGM, and a very good first map out of them. You see them winning 250 to 195, and a very unexpected win, as I say. I really didn't expect them to come out and win this map because of Air Experts just not being very good at playing the map, because that's not how he likes to play. But a good side from them, and really nothing bad on the side of FBGM either. You have a 12 and 13 for OVO Bandit, I'm sorry, and 16 and 17 for Speed Reader. So still a good side from them. It just came down to those last two hills. There's a very close game up until that last middle hill and the last cell block hill. So really good job blocking it down and closing out the game for the side of Wintergreens. They go up 1-0 in the series. Next up, we will have a Crusher S&D. I'm really excited about that, especially to see if Air Expert decides to pull out the RPR Evo. But we'll get right into that after this break.